so that's good. I think you can see inside here pretty good. So this is really a pretty nice system. On all the newer systems, this is all what they call a flywheel, eddy brake, brake assembly. They have various names for it. But this is really where the magnet's on the outside and you have just a bare naked flywheel. So I think there'd be a lot less potential for fault than that. The newer ones, and you've seen them on other videos of mine, the magnets are built inside of this, and this is enclosed by plastic, and they're held together by little fragile cables. Whereas this is a nice big C magnet right here. I guess the spring is, when you're reversing it, it's to bring it back up so that it makes it easier for it to get closer to the flywheel, creating more resistance. Here's your resistance motor. I guess my timing went out. So you're going to see it pulling down. The more it turns, of course, the further the magnet is away from the flywheel. This is going to be a hard part to find if I need to find this part. They don't make it like this anymore. Maybe I'll put a picture of one in the video of what they look like now. But a lot of you guys, if you're familiar with ellipticals and you've worked on them, you know what they look like now. It's just a small little black box with a little plastic pulley head on it. This was really made when, or the last edge, or still kind of, you know, pretty good, really, I guess, for lack of other terms. All right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to press the resistance up, and we'll see if this magnet moves around right here. So I'm hitting quick start. It has a very basic display on the console, but that's okay. All right. Start, enter, and go. Yep. So as this magnet gets closer to this flywheel, it'll make it harder to pedal. That's still a pretty good distance from it, from what I'm used to. Okay. Well, that kind of seems to work. All right, I guess the next thing we'll start doing is taking a little bit of this apart. You can see it's pretty simple though. This big C magnet, they call it, shaped like a C or a moon magnet, is just held in by this nut and bolt right here. This is actually their resistance motor, gear motor, servo motor, blah, 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 blah. That's just held in, I guarantee, by these 4 screws right here. So I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second. These are just standard little Phillips. I'm also trying to learn how to edit, so I don't have to just blah, blah, blah on the whole time. I can just kind of get to the point for you guys and not waste so much of your time. But I like this. I like how this is, basically this will adjust the height of the flywheel. Now this will also adjust the tension on the belt. Nice and easy to get to. But I'm rambling on again, aren't I? All right, so the next, and one more thing I just want to mention real quick. This is where the speed sensor is. This carries all your signal up to your console, your RPMs, your speed. A lot of times a machine will have a self-start. So this will be the self-start also. It just means that you pedal it and it runs it by a magnet and it sees the magnet and it turns on. So I don't want to make that sound like it's too much. And this cable runs around here. It looks like this servo motor is very important on this machine. Your power port goes to it. Your speed sensor goes to it. And even your main cable go to it. So we're going to have a little bit of exploring and learning on that. All right, so I wasn't able to find this servo motor, tension motor anywhere. I did tell you I would tell you how it hooks up. It's a little unique. Definitely different than the new one. So first thing I'm going to do is undo the cable if I can. Yeah, look at that. No work involved. And look how much play that has on it. So with that removed, that is all the way locked up and you can't even budge that bad boy. But that will make it easier for this. So I'm thinking something in this servo motor may be out of range. I'm going to kind of do that next. I notice even though it's a very old model, I have never seen this one before. Certainly seems well made, and it's even got a little potentiometer on it that I'm going to try and adjust and see. So as you can see, you know, this could just be bad. This could be defective here. Here's a potentiometer to adjust it. But as you can see, the main cable goes to it for the console, speed sensor, power port. So some pretty important thing. I have no idea about the pins on that, how many pins that uses. I see what actually adjusts the resistance motor, but anyway, that's it. Don't know what that's worth to you. But I want to make sure anybody that's got an older Schwinn like this at least has an idea of kind of what you're getting into. All right. So I don't think I can get this part. I did look on eBay and all the normal things. And just no luck, really. I'm only going to put 2 screws in. Doesn't really need all 4 to hold it. So this was down here. I think you saw in one of my other videos on this one. I really thought that magnet was too far away. Now that looks right. Then as it releases, and that was 2 wrappings on it originally. That don't look too bad either. All right, so let's just try with this real quick. Let me turn this thing on. So it's pulling it down. All right, so let's see what happens. Push the right button. That would be a start. So I'm giving it an up command, and it's going back down. Alright, so I think the potentiometer is bad in this, because the gear motor sounds like it's moving pretty good. And that's making quite a bit of difference now, ain't it? So I'm guessing I should be there. And what level is that? That is level E3. It won't let me do that. Well, it's still working. Going back down though. As I'm giving it up command. Alright, so I'm going to play with this one last time, and then I'm going to do the drive belt, and I don't know if I'm just going to throw this thing away or not. Here's all the way the other way. That's really nice that it has that. You can adjust that a little bit. No. So I've only given it up commands. Here's down. Now down's going up. Yeah, I think the rheostat or potentiometer in this thing is bad, because I can mess around with it. Alright, well if I can get lucky and find something compatible for you Schwinn guys, I will do a video on that. If not, I'm going to turn the machine around. I'm going to turn the machine around either way and just do a video on changing the belt. All right, so that's it for this one. I guess a little defeated on that. It is what it is, so to speak. All right, thanks a lot. Look forward to doing another video for you.